So good morning. Today I am sharing some of the experience and working at the grassroots level. The indigenous communities knowledge for conservation. I think you all know many indigenous communities or Adivasi communities or tribal communities living all over India. In the protected area like a tiger reserve, national park, wildlife sanctuary. So we have in India, we have 705 Adivasi community. They are spread all over the forest area. They are inside the forest area and the periphery of the forest area. And they have very symbiotic relations with the nature. And also the forests are playing the very important role in the tribal economy or indigenous economy. We are using different words for indigenous community, Adivasis, a tribal community or scheduled tribal community. So they are living in the forest area and the most of the livelihood that they are getting from the resource available in the forest area. So you know the Biligiri Rangaswamy temple tiger reserve. So this area around 774 square kilometer area. We have number of tiger number also very good number. We have around 65 tiger population, more than 2000 elephant, bison. And also we have rich birds. So we have more than 250 species of birds are found, orchids, and also different types of forests found in the forest area. And also we have uniqueness of the forest area called the Soliga. The indigenous community are living in the centuries, in this landscape for centuries during the megalithic burial site. And also Soliga, so when we see the Adivasi communities are living in this landscape, they also worship nature. So I think many people who heard many stories. So they worship stone, water, animal, wildlife, all the animal they are worshipping the forest area. And also they have the knowledge. So Adivasi community, many people we feel that the people are living in the forest area, they don't have the knowledge. We the civil society, we have the knowledge. But if you take the community, and when you go to the forest area, people have the knowledge. So whoever go to the forest area, they share the knowledge. So whoever want to do the research in the field, so they need to take the community help. So they have depth knowledge about the forest and flora. I think this knowledge about the birds, about the butterflies, or the tree species, or the wild animal, or the communities, and landscape, all the knowledge has transformed from elder person to the younger generation. So this knowledge has transformed from the younger generation to elder generation, and also very sentiment with the forest. So Adivasi communities, the very sentiment. I think if you take Soliga, and Soliga also celebrate very important festival called Roti Abba or Saragi Abba. Why this relation with the nature? What is the conservation in that? So you all may thinking that line, but it is there. The people are singing the Gorukana songs. And also Aduke song during the festival after harvesting festival. And so we have songs about the birds, we have songs about the butterflies, we have songs about the god and goddesses, wild animal, tiger, elephant, everything. Like I can sing the two lines, so you can understand how the conservation knowledge. I think not only you have to practice in the conservation, at least you should have the conservation knowledge and you can practice it your own self. So we can practice ourselves. So Adivasi community practicing themselves like Goro Goro Ko Goro Kana, Goro Goro Ko Goro Kana, Dodda Sampage Nanodeya, Dodda Sampage Nanodeya, Goro Goro Ko Goro Kana, Goro Goro Ko Goro Kana. Goro Kana in Solinga language we call the sound blowing from the evergreen forest. So when observing the sound, so people make these sounds. Gorukana. Kan means in Soliga language. And also we have other meaning called spider, like a Goruka in the Soliga language. The spider making the net and will observe the very silent. So make sounds. Gurr. So that is called Gorukana. And also we have songs about the birds. Manna tege tege, manna ki mama, haralu kaddella, manna ki godu, manna tege tege, manna ki gamama, Matti Kaddella, Mannake Godu. This is we are learning in the botany. So tree species, how many trees the bird nesting in the trees. So that way we sing songs. And also we have songs when people go to the honey harvesting, they sing the songs about the honeybees when harvesting, before harvesting. Annane kembare bereyali jenade, annane kembare bereyali jenade, annane karadi bava bandavane, annane karadi bava bandavane. So when they go to harvest honey, so lot of animal also depend on the honeycomb. So the karadi, the bear is coming, you have to throw it some portion to the bear. So that is the sentiment. So that way people have the conservation knowledge in there. And also we worship trees and conservation. You can see the trees. I think many people also worshipping here also. The people are worshipping Soliga, the Nerale Mara we call Sazizium cumuni, the sacred tree for the Soliga. All the leaves and everything is in the sacred tree for us. And also people are using different trees, not only the Sazizium cumuni tree, people also worship Sampige Mara, we call Michaelia Champaka tree, Terminella bellerica, Tare Mara. So all the trees are worshipped, and we have very sentiment. We don't cut the trees, because it is a sacred tree for us, our communities, the indigenous community. And also we place our god and goddesses. We are more sentiment with the god and goddesses. So that is another conservation. And also we have conservation, consumption product and conservation. Why heating and linking to the conservation? So that is the meaning. When people are go to the forest area, we collect tubers, fruits, green leaves, mushrooms, bamboo shoot. So all the product we collect from the forest area, honey. And when they go to collecting honey, we collect all the product and we don't directly eat. So we'll throw it some to the forest, because lot of animals, birds, insects are depend on that. For example, if you take honey, when we harvest honey, we take the comb and we'll throw it some portion to the honey portion to the forest. So the lot of insects are there, lot of birds like a drongo, all the birds are required the honey comb. So like that, so people are involved in the conservation. So that way we are more sentiment with, not only using ourselves, we have to give to somebody. So they are living, we are using the landscape. The Soligas are using the landscape of the forest and wildlife. And also we have another non-timber forest product. We call amla. Non-timber forest product means called honey, amla, and soap nut, soap berry. These are the product collected from the forest area. And we collect, our Adivasi community collect from the forest area. Before harvesting any product, we do the puja, called rituals. We go to the tree, before harvesting honey, we do the puja. That is the belief, because I am climbing the tree, I have to get good harvest, I should not face any health problem, I should not fall down from the tree. So that is that way we do the puja. So after coming back, before climb tree, we would salute the tree. So we have to respect the tree. So then we go up and harvest the honey and come back. Again we salute the tree, because I am safe. So that is the way sentiment we have. So any product we collect, so we do the puja to the forest and tree and species, whichever the product we are collecting. So that way we have the in-depth knowledge with the nature. And also wildlife and conservation. So I think many people also in here also many worshipping the wildlife. So I think we can take the Adivasi communities or indigenous community have a very sentiment with the nature, sentiment with wildlife. I think Soliga also worship elephant as a Ane Devaru we call, elephant god. And also we worship bison, like Kati Devaru, Kadame. And also we worship bear, Karadi Devaru. And also we worship tiger, Pulivirappa we were called. And also we worship the snake, Nagappa. And also we worship wild boar, Handi Devaru. These are the animals are very sacred for the community. And we have among Soliga, we have 6 clans, each clan worshipping one animal. So that is the sentiment. And when we go into the forest, we observe the sounds. So we are because we need life skill education. Here in cities we need formal education, but we are living in the wildlife. We need life skill education, how to climb tree, how to escape from the forest. So when we go to the forest here, we observe the sounds very, very carefully. Our eyesight is very, very sharp. And also we observe the pug mark, this new pug mark, old pug mark. And also we observe the dunk of the animal, which is the fresh or new. And also sometimes we get the halaram call from the birds, langur and monkeys. So then we won't go that area. because that place is belong to elephant, that place is belong to tiger. You should not go. We have to change our path. That is the culture. That way we are conserving. So we don't disturb that place. And they also understand us. The tiger understand our smell. We know their smell, because if you they know our smell. So that way we are understanding each other, the wildlife. So that way. And also we have, this is one of the wildlife. So we, that is inbuilt. We have songs about the wildlife. Ebula baravo, sami kirbana sungaravo, ebuli hidu kuribuli madi, ebula baravo. So like that we have songs about the tiger, leopard, all the same. So, and also we worship sacred site and conservation. So Soligas are worshipping sacred site like a god, Devaru we call, Thai we call Marama or goddesses, that all in the stone formation. And also we worship Virus or Munis, like heroes of the forest. So when we go to the forest area, we have to approach, we have to request them, then we have to go to the forest area. They are the more powerful people in the forest area. And also we worship burial ground, the Sagga we call. And also we worship sacred water, we call Habbi, the water flowing area. And also we worship ancestor temple. After death ceremony, we kept one stone there. Their soul will be in the stone, and we believe that they become a god. So that is the sentiment we have. So we started mapping through the hair tree. So we mapped around in 570 square kilometer area. We mapped around 889 sacred sites. So each kilometer there is a one sacred site. That is the sentiment with the community and forest. And this is one of the map we produce to get the knowledge. So because now people are moving to the city, getting formal education, and now we are losing our culture, our tradition. So we need to be document that knowledge should be transferred to elder people to younger generation. So that way we are documenting one of the stories and all things. And also you understand many people, the Soliga have the knowledge. I think indigenous community, we never recognize knowledge. We are not acknowledge the community. We do some research, we collect data, we go it, and we recognize. I think people have the knowledge. We have to recognize it. I think this is another way how people have the knowledge about the forest, how depth knowledge about the forest. The Soliga have the scientifically the BRT tiger reserve as classified into 6 types forest: scrub, deciduous, monoecious, evergreen, solar, grassland, like that. So you will see the different vegetation. And we go, we deep into the community and we map the entire landscape. People are classified into 20 types of forest. So that is how depth knowledge they have. So people have the depth knowledge. They have, like I can give the 2 examples, like a Halla Kad we call, riverine forest. In the riverine forest, you will see different vegetation. In the Hare Kado, another types of card. In the Hare Kad rock area, you will see the different types of vegetation. So that way people are classified into the forest. And also, I think now tiger is a very important animal for all. I think in India we have 50 tiger reserves, and every forest area is going to be declared into wildlife sanctuaries, national tiger, national park, tiger reserves. So no, they never recognize the community going to be displaced. I think no need to be community going to be displaced, because they are living from centuries and the landscape, they understand each other. The tiger, wildlife, everybody is living together. I think if you take the one small study, I think in BRT Tiger Reserve, we have declared in the 2011, that time tiger population was around 35. Now according to the census report, 2014, the tiger number has increased 65. So number has increasing, because there is no problem, there is no conflict, and also 12,000 Soliga community living in the 61 settlement inside the forest area. And tribals also living, tigers also living. There is no issue. They understand each other. They are living with each other because they are watching wild animals. So that way there is a coexistence is possible in the BRT Tiger Reserve. Not only the BRT Tiger Reserve, anywhere in another Tiger Reserve also it's possible. And also we approach the when they declare in the Tiger Reserve, the people are very afraid of that people going to be displaced. And that time we approached the Sri Jairam Ramesh, the Minister for Environment and Forest, and we asked him to come on the consultation. So he given the statement in the press statement saying that tribals and tigers can live together in the BRT sanctuary. So that way, so I think people can live together. That is possible. I think now we have own knowledge. I think we also have a feeling we have to conserve forest because our livelihood is depend on the forest area. So we prepare a community-based conservation plan. In the conservation plan, we identified into conservation 3 components. In the conservation, we identified threats to the forest area, like a lantana camara as a weed, and also ME parasite, a forest fire, all the problems. So for that, we have traditional methods, how to control that. So that is we have. And also livelihood. People are living in the forest area, their livelihood is dependent on the forest resource. So we are how to improve the livelihood of the community and with the tiger and wildlife. And also management. We have to manage the forest area. So that way we prepare the plan and we are going to implement it in the grassroots level. That is the policy level. It is going now. And also we have Forest Site Act. I think in India, I think we have 67 years of reaching, and now people don't have the rights over the resource. So whenever the government bring the policy, people can displace. So we don't have a document. Anytime any Adivasi community can be relocated. That is the problem we are facing. I think now under the Forest Site Act, Government of India brought the act. In the preamble itself said that historical injustice done to the Adivasi community, and without community can't conserve the forest. The local community very important to conserve the forest area because we can go and do study and come back and present in the national conference seminar, but it's not helping to the grassroots level. So that way under the Forest Site Act, we got the community forest right. Grama Sabhas, around 77 Grama Sabhas got the rights. And also we have conservation rights. Earlier I mentioned that many traditional methods we are doing. So on the legally we got the rights. So we can have the legally, we can conserve, manage and regeneration of the native species. So that can be done through the conservation right. That rights also people are received in our BRT Tiger Reserve area. And also coexistence. I think I mentioned how sentiment with the wildlife and all the thing. So now the wildlife and people can live together. So there is no conflict. I think we need to understand the way of life of indigenous community with the wildlife. So that way, I think coexistence is possible. I think now, anybody, you also can involve in the conservation. So this way. Okay, thank you.